Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Unit 8, Lesson 8.1, our first lesson of our new unit on circles and areas. You need to have read pages 318, 319, and 320, two places where you needed to take notes, although the second place is not important until the second video as you looked at your notes. So today, ladies and gentlemen, with circles and areas, we're going to use a formula to find the circumference and solve real-life problems. Our essential question: how can you find the circumference of a circle? So, ladies and gentlemen, you should have taken some notes, and those notes are very important notes. Those notes on the key idea, from the key idea, top of page 318, on circles, and you should have drawn pictures and written vocabulary. Again, vocabulary very important in what we're going to be doing. So let's take a look at what we need to know. One, we need to know that a circle is the set of all the points in a plane that are the same distance from a point called, that's right, we call it the center. Okay? So it looks something like this. Here we have a circle. That's the big blue line on the outside. And in the middle, we have the center, a point in the center. So all points on that circle going around the outside, all those points are the same exact distance from that circle to the point called the center. And of course, there are some parts of that circle we need to know about. The first one, the red line. The red line is the distance from the center to any point on the circle. We call that, the radius. And then of course we have the green line. The green line is the distance across the circle, except we specifically have to go through the center. We go all the way across the circle, but passing through the center, we call that the diameter. Now there's some parts of those two that we need to know. They have a relationship. This radius and the diameter have a relationship. And the first relationship we need to talk about is that the diameter, we call that D. D is the diameter of the circle. And it is twice the radius. And we can write an equation, a formula for that, where we can write, hey, D, the distance, is equal to 2 times the radius. So 2 radii is equal to the diameter of a circle. And of course, the converse, the opposite, the radius r of a circle, so we use the little r to represent the radius, is going to be half the diameter. And so we can also write a formula for that by dividing the diameter formula by 2. We can get that the radius is equal to the diameter divided by 2. So we need to know those relationships to do what we're going to be doing over the next 2 minutes. And the first thing we're going to do is find the radius and the diameter. But we're going to find the radius before we find the diameter. So here it is. Example number 1. We have a circle, and we can see a line going all the way across, passing through the center. And it says, that's telling us that that is the diameter. When you look at that picture and you see a line going all the way across, passing through a center point, you have to recognize they're giving you the diameter. And we want to find the radius. Well, we know that the radius is equal to the diameter divided by 2. So all we have to do is put in 14 divided by 2, and our radius is equal to 7 millimeters. It's this straightforward. Okay, you have to know what you're talking about, though. All right, so our next one, we're going to find the radius of this circle. And we can see that it gives us a diameter of 20 feet. And we know that the radius is equal to the diameter divided by 2. We put in the numbers, 20 divided by 2, and we get a radius of 10 feet. Once again, labels are important on those numbers because those numbers now have meaning. Let's change it up a bit and now find the diameter. Because in this circle, example number 3, they've given us, that's right, the radius. When you take, again, knowing the definition, the vocabulary, when you take a look at this picture, you see a line going from the center to the circle. And you should recognize that is the radius. And we know the diameter is equal to 2 times the radius. So we can just plug in the numbers, 2 times 6, and we get that the diameter is 12 inches. Yeah. And next and last, we're going to find the diameter on this circle. And we can see that the radius is given. And we know that the diameter is equal to 2r. And so we just plug in the numbers. 2 times 3.5 and we get that the diameter of this circle is 7 centimeters. So knowing vocabulary is very important. Knowing what the radius is going all the way across, passing through the center, and that the radius is a line from the center going to any point on the circle. And then, of course, the relationship between them, that the diameter is equal to 2 radius, and that the radius is equal to the diameter divided by 2, or half of the diameter. So your quick write number 1, I told you this is going to be a quick video. Quick write number 1, write a complete sentence and explain the relationship between the radius and the diameter of a circle. I want to see a complete sentence. I will be calling names, and you will be bringing me your notes, and I will read them aloud to the class. Please, 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 write a complete sentence using great grammar. And then part B, find the diameter of a circle with a radius of 17.5 centimeters. Ladies and gentlemen, as soon as you're done, if you need to, take a quick break, grab a snack, say hello to your mama, tell her what you just talked about and learned on the video, and then come back and watch video number 2. I'll see you in just a few minutes.